welcome to another episode of Gossip Finance, where I'm your host, Alacius Inger.
I'm Duncan Sandlin. How's everybody today? How are you, Lacey?
Well, I'm absolutely fabulous because I live in the state of New York, and New York's kicking some ass right now, and we know whose ass it's kicking.
That's right. Trump was convicted. That was a fun episode for us because we were talking about it during the episode, and the jury was still deliberating, and we were saying, yeah, we're pretty sure he's going to get convicted. And then sure enough, in the middle of the episode, he got convicted on all 34 counts. So that was kind of...
It was funny because we were like, we're probably not going to be able to find anything out till Friday or Monday. And you were like, or right now.
Right now, apparently. Yeah, they came back after 9 hours. That was a short deliberation. Especially for 34 counts. I would have thought it would have taken them at least 3 or 4 days. But
it makes me wonder so much what it was they wanted to listen to again. They wanted to see the instructions again, probably because maybe there was a couple of them that were in debates or something, right? That they were like,
maybe over
to see instructions, like
a couple of the charges they might have been like, is that something we can really convict on or not? I think
right, and they're probably wanting to see the part about that they can split. They don't have to be guilty or not guilty on every charge. Like they could have different.
Yeah, well,
different charges.
The main one they listened to sections of David Pecker's testimony, and we called that the first week of the right after the jury selection, the first week of the trial, when we were basically saying, yeah, man, Pecker alone is enough to convict. Everything else is just icing on the cake. I mean, everyone like Cohen and Stormy Daniels, those were the big testimonies, but honestly, David Pecker already gave you everything you needed to convict him. That and all the paperwork evidence. I mean, it was pretty cut and dry. However, Fox News didn't feel that way. They were freaking out. So, let's do this real quick before we get into their big freak out. Hillary Clinton had a speech shortly after the conviction. And I just want to play the opening for you because it is kind of ironic for Hillary. So we're
okay. You know what? Let's give Hillary her moment because you know what? She's gotten shit on so much. You don't have to love her, but I am going to throw my opinion into the ring that she's been shit on unnecessarily because nobody else who does similar and worse has gotten shit on as much as she has.
Right. And furthermore, is all the scandals the Republicans have thrown at her have all turned out to be nothing for the most part. But remember, she lost the election because Comey came out with a big email thing, which turned out to be not a big deal. Right? And even then, the email thing she did, Trump did it, Ivanka did it while they were in the White House, Colin Powell did it. That's how Hillary learned how to do it. I mean, it was a common thing.
It's a big steaming pile of sexism. Let's call it what it is, you know? Like, you know, they can't stand the idea of a competent woman being in charge. Like her or not like her, she's still a competent woman and she still can get shit done. Yeah. And they couldn't really handle that, and they had to throw all this stuff at her that they don't ever throw at a man. It's sexism pure and simple.
Right. And the other thing about it is this. This is what I love about the irony of the whole thing. So you can get the full sense of it. So she got tagged on the email thing. Trump was dealing with the Access Hollywood tape where they grabbed him by the pussy tape, right? That's when this whole thing happened that he went to trial for recently when they falsified the business records to cover up that they were manipulating the election by paying these people off. And that's what this was. So he's manipulating and cheating the election while Hillary's getting screwed by the director of the FBI who is breaking this own rule that you don't do that shit during an election. And so Hillary got kind of tagged by this, and it turned out that Trump was cheating the whole fucking time while yelling at her about how the election's rigged while he was trying to rig the election. And he just got convicted on that 34 times.
You know, it's kind of like when somebody starts yelling and screaming and accusing you of cheating, you suddenly realize that they're cheating.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, hold on. If you're throwing stones about this random thing, I'm probably right to be concerned that you're doing that random thing.
Oh, absolutely. But that's why it's like, so it's so ironic for her, because the part of, Russian interference, all that shit, all this stuff that culminated for her losing the election because everybody thought she was dirty. It turned out Trump was the one who was dirty the whole time, and she said so at the time. And now she gets, it's like, look, I was right the whole time. So here it is. Hillary's,
all right, let's watch it.
Hillary's opening to her speech.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anything going on today?
That was it. That was her only real dig. That was perfect.
She could have said a lot more than that. So she got her dig in and kind of kept it classy at the same time. And I got to pat her on the back for that. Good job, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, she deserved a gloat. I mean, you know, she did get robbed in that election pretty bad, especially since she won the popular vote by 3 million votes. It really came down to she lost that one state by like, what was it? It was less than 10,000 votes. It was Wisconsin.
Right.
Yeah. And it was really close. But it could have flipped had none of that shit happened to her, and Trump hadn't been able to get away with cheating. So.
Right.
Anyway, Trump got convicted. He's getting sentenced on July 11th, so a little over a month. So the judge gave him some time, but you know he did it in the normal course. Once again, we both kind of mentioned this last time. We'll go through it again today, but I'm pretty sure the judge is going to give him jail time. I'll be really disappointed if he doesn't, because if it were anybody else, they'd be getting jail time for this, and we can go over why.